system that's run electronically by an avatar.
This is going to blow your mind, Ryan.
There's an avatar that talks to you and tells you exactly what to do and shows you video content on how to follow it. On that software is a 4-level program that's basically fall-proof, which is a internationally recognized program. On there's 4 courses for each level. It's all dealt with proprioception, and starts with agility. First teaching agility, okay, change of reaction, change of space. Then it goes into balance and how we stabilize that change of direction. And then into coordination, how do we coordinate these different things together so that we can kind of basically multitask functionally, right? Then it goes on to level 4 where it combines all of that with a cognitive response. So individuals basically go through the system as a course. They are relearning how to move. And so how to operate, how to be functional, how to reduce fall risk, how to improve their gross motor function. And all of it is a challenge that's done as a practice. It's not, we're not counting reps in there. We're not seeing how much weight they can lift.
Right.
We're practicing a certain movement over a certain period of time. And we locked in on exactly how much time that would take and for how long we should sustain that activity. And then that's when we retest them. So at every single course, at the end of that course, we retest them to see if they're ready to move on to the next series of movements that they have to retrain with. All right. So like the other software, this one's geared to one circumstance. So it's one prescription that has, 4 courses and 4 levels. So 16 different prescriptions.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
And so this is something we've ran for about 2 years.
Okay.
And we've seen, you go on the trampoline with a senior, we're teaching them how to control their balance and find their balance in a neutral space, okay?
Right.
So by training this way, they learn how to basically able to control their shift from right to left or left to right. When you would retest them on their sway, you would then see that that's gotten better and their center of mass is staying more equal and more center on, all right?
Gotcha.
So the way we're using these pieces is very different. You know what I mean? We're teaching how to restrain and hold balance with push and pull with a weight stack. We also have it where we didn't want to use a weight stack. There's a thing called a vector. And a vector is used with therabands within the vector, and it's a dial tone, and it's a handle like this, and it acts just like a weight stack. And they only cost about then. It's just a safe way, and we even have them climb. So we're doing all these activities of living. Like you said, sit to stand, step down, those types of things here. This is probably my favorite one because this is perception of space. This is how we teach someone to actually reach and how to load properly and how we load. And that's where Bowflex comes in, that's where Body Track comes in. If we load properly, we counterbalance this movement, all right? It reduces my risk of falling. Most people that actually do this at this age go right into the toes.
Yeah.
And what happens is, and you'll see it in our classes, they'll fall into the target mat. Okay? If they learn to hinge the hips properly, they understand counterbalancing and how to stabilize my center of mass. And if you drew a line right now, you could draw a line basically from my head down to my ankles, and you can see where my center of mass was.
Right.
For most, they're here.
Right.
Okay?
Well,
And I took someone through the prescription.
Fall prevention.
Would it reduce their chances for falls? And we found out, yes, it does. So if we had a software that dealt with any condition, and we took you through a model like this, would it work? And so that basically this was the pilot for the future of what the software is capable of. So anytime you want to do it, you want to test that one segment.
So all you have to do is hook them up with an ID bracelet that is at least during the segment, during the workout is key to them.
You've got everything specific. Everything is exactly specific. There's an onboarding process, and then each person gets an RFID. What we're changing this to is face recognition. We don't have to worry about the bracelets anymore. But some of the people we've talked to like the bracelets. They like that identification of it instead of just doing their face recognition, and they're worried about how that's going to look if someone's short, and are they going to, this is just easy to know that this is going to activate the system immediately.
Welcome to Active Aging 360. I'm Ava, your Active Aging virtual assistant. Today, you will be completing 8 exercises at different stations around the big red machine. I will be instructing you on how to complete these exercises at each station. Are you ready to get started? Great.
Are you ready, Ryan?
Level 1, fundamental movement patterns. The goal of level 1 is to improve your agility, which is the ability to change your center of gravity to match your movement. At the conclusion of this level, you will find yourself more stable and confident when moving about your day. At this station, you will be performing the Reach Touch exercise. This exercise will help you improve your balance when reaching away from your body. Each exercise will last 3 minutes. Please follow along with the video demonstration. When you are ready, please press the Let's Begin button to start.
Try it, right? Come on.
So then they tap Let's Begin if they wanted to pass through that. This is what I was just teaching you. The first things we do as a child is we reach for things.
Right.
And one of the things that we lose as we age is learning how to balance our bodies when reaching.
Right, so most people get out this way.
You got it. You got it.
Instead of,
You got it. And what are you following? You're dual tasking because you're watching a video.
Oh,
You can
okay.
have someone demonstrate something and stand by you and correct you the whole time.
Right.
You're learning to correct yourself, and you understand that if you fall into this, you failed.
right, but it's safe enough that this
You
is
got
something
it.
I
You
can
got it.
fall into.
You got
and
it.
you rarely have anybody
No.
feel off back.
No, exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And so what the system's doing is it's replacing me paying 9 individuals to take people through prescription models. All
You
right.
probably start with somebody who can just hear
Yeah,
gradually.
it just
get
depends.
them.
And we'll already have marked that by the
Right.
objective testing that we do before we start.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And so then the system is specific for this individual that this bracelet belongs to.
Right.
When they're finished with that, then they would go on to their next.
Welcome to Station
Oh, it
2.
automatically goes to the.
At this station, you will be performing the sit to stand exercise.
Right.
This exercise will help you improve your ability to control your center of gravity when moving from a seated position to a
that
standing
we
one.
need to educate
When
them
you
and
are
tell
ready,
them why.
please press
You're
the
not
Let's Begin
20
button
where
to
you just
start.
say do this and they do
Right.
it.
Well,
Right?
but you're also telling you, here's what we're gonna do, here's why we're gonna do it, and here's the end result.
You got it.
So which is
It's really
Go ahead, try it.
really important.
So the problem is that most of the people are gonna immediately go out to their toes and then they're reaching for something.
And what's very important about getting out of a chair, why most older individuals can't get out of a chair, is they lack the ability to load properly in their heel, which creates dorsal flexion. Without 20 degrees of dorsal flexion, you can't get out of a chair without the use of your hands or something else, or swaying out of the chair. And if you launch yourself out of a chair, you're increasing
Right.
your risk for a fall.
Because you've already got yourself
you
here
got it.
and you're
You got
moving
it.
that
But
way.
if I can dorsal flex enough and load through my heels, I can raise myself out of a chair. Yeah, you got it.
Okay.
Really, really important for an older adult to decrease the risk for
Welcome
injury.
to Station 3. At this station, you will be performing the straight bend rung walk exercise. This exercise will improve your ability to stay centered when bending to pick up an object. When you are ready, please press the Let's Begin button to start.
So there's a big fear for an older adult to pick something up off the ground. If it falls to the ground, they usually wait till a caregiver is in the room to pick it up for them because they always feel like they're going to fall. So this teaches somebody how to load properly and uses the actual device here, or the ladder, to allow them to feel comfortable in getting that low
Do you actually
position.
put something on the ground
We
here?
can. Typically, it's not needed, but we can do that way. You know, it just depends on how specific we want to be.
I mean, I actually see a lot of people doing something where they,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
you know, they're actually, you know, in fact, I do it a lot because my back hurts.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Picking up a ball when you putt. You know, like it's sort of
Right,
the people have trouble with that. I have trouble
No,
with
for
that.
sure. You know, and it goes
That's why they put a little
around.
suction cup on
Yeah.
So the whole process is taking you through different
Got it.
elements of fundamental movement patterns
Right.
that are going to help increase your daily activity. And you see, there are less exercises and more fundamental movements of what we call ADLs, activities of daily living. So this is a prescription, okay, for someone that's at high risk for falls.
Got it.
All right, and we see this in PT all the time. Someone comes in and they've been tested, and yes, they're at the higher risk, and they've done a balance test, you know, whatever it is, 4-stage balance, whatever it is, and they've been, you know, basically classified as an individual that's high risk for falls. So this would be basically the prescription model that they would follow, or the therapy to decrease their, you know, chances for a fall. That could be anything. This is just one market segment.
Very cool.
Now,